disciplined, less penalties, and just finishing. The first drive of the game, we chew up about 6-7 minutes off the clock and then miss field goal. If you make that field goal there, you're down by 2 on the 3 yard with 4th and 5, and you probably kick it again and go up by 1. So once again, I feel like we've had way too many penalties, which is 1% on the coach, and being disciplined. And I don't feel like we played good complementary football. Like when the offense needs help, the defense needs to stand up. And when the defense needs help, the offense needs to stand up. And,
no Barry.
That's coming. So that's coming.
So of course,
he told me he would do all the home games. Maybe he's still coming.
By the opposing team. What's it like in the middle of the season to have 2 weeks?
We've had buys before, but the way this one happened was just pretty raw. When they cancel on us and then go find another game to play. Yeah, well, they did. They knew they had another game lined up, and they just didn't want to play us. So I'm just out in Colville on this deal because it's really we got a bunch of seniors, and everybody, the whole team, losing a home game and sitting at home, and so it really didn't sit real well with me. I didn't realize it until Friday night, Saturday morning when we should have had that the emotions of a home game and the feelings and and all that, and we didn't get that. So it was frustrating, and then the smoke on top of it this last week has just been really kind of crazy, and it's like, man, we just need to get up and play games.
Yeah, so that was my next
Barry,
question. With the smoke this week, I know several other sports didn't.
Hey, you gonna make it to the game tonight?
How did you guys handle it? And what did you do?
Well, we went out to the fairgrounds and we practiced indoors.
Like the mental preparedness is right where it should be?
Yeah, I mean it's homecoming that you're referring to, and we talk about homecoming a lot. It's a Friday night football game and a Saturday dance. And a lot of
events during the week.
A lot of dress up days during the week, which do that. Have fun with that. Be proud of your school and who you are, but at the same time, be sure you can put that down and practice. Which they do. We have a routine, we have a system, and we just keep chugging through the system, and we do our practices, we watch our film, we have our meals, and we have our walkthroughs, and now it's Friday, and we got a pregame routine, and here we go.
So a year ago at this time, we went down to Homedale in the Boise area. Remind us what happened there and what you did.
There for Shane Sherrill, he fields it right around the 7-yard line, and was only able to get out to 21.
So Bulldogs 1st and 10, as Jay said, at their own 21-yard line. Quarterback, of course, Pettit in his 3rd starting season is going to be a handoff to the right side up to about the 25, 30, first down, 35, 38, almost the 40-yard line is at number 18, Cody Brewster. Big gain, lots of blocks on first down.
Yeah, good job of this blocking out to the right side. Max Frank and Ari Vandenberg, and then Austin Smith at right tackle doing a good job of just pinning that in. He had some nice room. He makes the first guy miss, Bob, and then he's able to turn the corner and pick up a good 19 yards on that first carry.
And after this play, I'll give you an update on Bonners Ferry football as well. So stick around for that. There's going to be a run right up the middle. It's Brewster again. He gets another good yardage and picks up about 7 yards on the first down carry. I mentioned Bonners Ferry. We're unable to bring you that game live tonight, but we will be passing along updates as they come in, scoring and big play updates throughout our broadcast here of Sandpoint Bulldog football.
Yeah, the Bulldogs playing fast here to start this first series.
So obviously a no huddle offense for the Bulldogs, and then they often
Offsides right there.
they will stop. They will stop and look at the sidelines for the play. Pettit takes the snap. He's looking deep. He's throwing deep. It is caught over the middle all the way down to the 30, 25-yard line. First and 10 Bulldogs, and that's Hunter Garcia. And, Jay, he was wide open.
Yeah, 31 yards on that completion by Parker Pettit, and he just ran that deep crossing route about 30 yards down the field. He was wide open in front of the safety. A great throw by Parker Pettit.
So the Bulldog offense, which has sputtered at times this year so far, looking sharp here on the opening drive. Back to pass. It's going to be completed off to the right side, down inside the 20-yard line to about the 18 are the Sandpoint Bulldogs and Max Frank on that reception.
Yeah, just a little bubble screen out to the right side. Blocking the way is Ari Vandenberg, and then Max Frank does a great job just catching the ball and then turning upfield and picks up 7 yards on that completion.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 for the Bulldogs operating at the Homedale 18-yard line. Pettit barking out some signals, and he stops, looks at the sideline. Clapping his hands, finally gets the snap, looking to his left, throwing into the end zone, and Garcia's a little late to turn around and complete the pattern, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 3, and the first real big play of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this Hunter Garcia just did not get out to his break. He kind of got held up there at the line as a press coverage off to the slot side of the far side of the field, and just unable to get any separation. But he just kind of ran it too steep instead of maybe breaking off where Parker Pettit wanted to throw the football, and the ball falls incomplete here.
So big play for the Bulldogs here. 3rd and 3 at the Homedale 18-yard line. One man goes in motion. They hand it off to Brewster up the middle, and he is going to be very close to that first down.
Yeah. He had to get across the 15. He got down to the 14 there on that 4-yard carry for Brewster.
So that moves the sticks, and Bulldogs come through, and they'll be 1st and 10 now at the Homedale 13. Homedale, of course, the visiting team in their white uniforms, very similar to Bulldog colors, red and white, but visiting white uniforms, red helmets. The Bulldogs also in red helmets and their home red uniforms. 1st and 10 just underway here from Memorial Field. Pettit handoff, Brewster up the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone on a 13-yard run where he went basically untouched into the end zone. And Jay, that is by far the sharpest the Bulldog offense has looked this season.
Boy, they made it look pretty easy right there. And that was actually Joseph Hughes, the number 44 in the game there. Just Bulldogs lined up for, twin set receivers, and he's able to take off the right side and into the end zone, really untouched. Good job there on that opening drive for the Sandpoint Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs lead it 6-0, just a couple of minutes into this one, and doing their fake go for two lineup, and now go back into the more traditional extra point position. Snap is down. The kick is up. It looks good to me, and the referees concur. And just 9:41 to play in the first quarter. It is Sandpoint 7, Homedale nothing back with the ensuing kickoff after the 60-second timeout.
Have you tried the new Fast Lane checkout at the Sandpoint Super One Foods? There's 6 new Fast Lane checkout stations, and they are super convenient and super easy to use. Check it out today. And if you're looking for a great job, Super One Foods is hiring with a variety of positions available, with some of them starting at $18 an hour. Apply today at superonefoods.net or simply stop by the store. Super One Foods in Sandpoint. There's always a fiesta at Jalapenos Mexican Restaurant on 2nd Ave in Sandpoint. Every Monday is Margarita Monday with discounts on margaritas. And Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays with specials all day on tacos. And every Sunday is Magic Sunday with Star Alexander from 5 to 8 p.m. Jalapenos is open for lunch and dinner Thursday through Tuesday and closed on Wednesdays. Join the team. Jalapenos is looking for a couple good servers. Jalapenos Mexican Restaurant, serving fine Mexican cuisine in Sandpoint since 1992.
And we are back to Memorial Field. The Bulldogs, a very, very sharp opening drive, lead the game 7-0. The kick will come down to take it about the 6-yard line, and the return tries to get across the middle, only up to about the 15-yard line, and a nice tackle by Kyron Riddle, number 23.
Oh, yeah, good job right there. Gove just gets nice little hang time off that kickoff and drives it down to about the 5-yard line, 6-yard line, Bob, like you said. And they try to get to the right side off that right seam, and boy, the Bulldogs close that down really quick, and Kyron Riddle flies up there and makes a nice tackle on that play.
So our first look of the evening at the Homedale Trojans offense. Send a man in motion. They are right at the 15-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and nothing happening there. Maybe a yard.
Can't quite see the number from here.
Several Bulldogs in on the tackle. Ballison, I think, leading the way.
Looks like it might be Ryland Binford, number 25. I can't quite see the number from here, Bob, but boy, nothing happening there as the Bulldogs just all over that. Close up every gap and nowhere for him to run. And Homedale stuck here in 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you can't read the numbers either, because I'm having a heck of a time. It's number 21 in the backfield, Trenton Fisher, as well as number 15, and that is Jackson Dines. First, they got one of these goofy rosters where it has their home uniform numbers, their visiting uniform numbers, their grade, and all kinds of weird stuff. Here's a play off to the right side. The ball gets up to about the 25-yard line. It's going to be very close to a Homedale first down.
Boy, yeah, just a big hole open up to the right side. He got into that secondary quick as, number 21 Fisher just finds a nice seam, gets about, looks like they're going to give him 10 yards and a first down.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Back in our day, they measured things. They don't anymore. They just look and go, yeah, it's close enough. So 1st and 10, Homedale at their own 24-yard line. They have an I formation. Now one of the backs becomes the wide receiver, and it's a quarterback keeper off the right side. He's going to pick up another chunk of yards, about 5 or 6.
Yeah, the quarterback there, Jackson Dines, he just gets a direct snap and just takes off to the right side, picks up about 7 yards on that carry. Good job blocking up front there by that right side of that offensive line here the last 2 plays.
Well, as Coach Knowles mentioned in the Yokes pregame interview, that these guys like to run, and so far that's all they've done. It's 2nd down and 3 at their own 35. It's a handoff left side. He's tripped up. He's going to be very close to the first down. It looks to me like the Bulldogs held him short.
Yeah, I think he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, Bob. Looks like there's a nice little seam off to the left side, and the Bulldogs able to come over and make a swarm tackle as Wes Benefield and a couple other Bulldogs there on that tackle.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 at that point. Yeah, Benefield sure shot that gap, Jay, as it looked like he had a hole for a second, and then they came in and just knocked him on his rear. So big play here for the Bulldog defense. 3rd and 3. Takes a snap, hands it off to the right, and they're not going to get it. That's running back is Trenton Fisher, and he maybe got one. It's going to be 4th down.
Boy, I don't even think he got one, Bob. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage and then just blown backwards, and the Bulldogs defense gives up 1 first down here and then able to get off the field and get the ball back into the defense's hand.
Joe Bohannick back to receive the punt for the Bulldogs. They'll be kicking right at their own 20-yard line. So the Bulldogs could get decent field position. It's a decent kick. And Bohannick takes it at the 30. He's up to the 40, 45. He's hit and he dropped at the 47-yard line. Bulldogs own 47, but great field position to begin their 2nd drive of the game.
Yeah, good job there by Bohannick, and does a good job. The punt not too far down the field, kind of almost a line drive. He gets an opportunity to catch the ball on the air and does a good job of just getting upfield and picking up about 12 yards on that return.
Like I said, Bulldogs, excellent field position. They actually mark them at the 45. And that's where they'll take over their first drive of the game. They marched it down the field in, 5 or 6 plays and put up 7 points. To see what they do here on their second possession. 6:04 to play in the opening quarter. Homecoming here in Sandpoint. Handoff up the gut.
Got a flag on the play.
First flag of the game. And, gosh, remember that game 2 weeks ago? There were flags on every play.
A lot of penalties. 15 down at Alta, down in Rexburg, and then they had another 12 or 13. And it's not necessarily the penalties. It's just when they've come, it's been on big plays and plays that have erased opportunities to score, put points on the board. And again, the Bulldogs getting their first penalty here of the night. But again, the Bulldogs really got to limit their mistakes in those penalties. They play clean football. They're gonna win most of these games.
So the ball is now marked back at their own 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 15 at that point for the Bulldogs. Pettit takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, and it's going to be 44 again. He's just going to take about a yard. Joseph Hughes upended at that point, so it'll be second down and 14.
Yeah, I think they wanted that play to go a little bit more outside, but Hughes, just sees the blitzing linebacker there and just tries to cut it up the middle. There's just nowhere for him to run. He picks up 1 yard. Bulldogs in a second down and long situation.
Fast-moving first quarter here at Memorial Field. Again, for you fans in Bonners Ferry, we'll be bringing you Badger updates as they come in. Pettit takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking left, looks right. He's looking to run. He's running to his right, looking for some blocks. He's up to the 40, maybe the 43-yard line, and that's going to be it. It's going to be third and long for the Bulldogs, and then there's a flag at the end of the play.
Yeah, it's going to be the defensive lineman thought he got blocked in the back, but he didn't. It was a good block there by, it looked like Garcia. He tees him up and puts him on the ground, but he's going to taunt the ref, and he's going to get called for 15 yards, unsportsmanlike, I believe.
Yeah, the Homedale coaches are in the next booth to our left, and we could hear them predicting that penalty was going to happen, and it sure did. So a big break for the Bulldogs. That's going to move the ball. It's going to be a first down into Homedale territory, all the way down to the 42-yard line. So unsportsmanlike, 15 yards and a Bulldog first down. First and 10 at the 41. 5 minutes to go in the Bonners Ferry game, and it is 0-0. A couple of 3-and-outs and punts for each side so far. So Pettit taking the snap. He is standing at the Homedale 48. He's got to run up the middle, decent yardage down to the 35-yard line.
Give him a gain of 7 on that. Just a little fake handoff to Bruce to the left, and he just keeps it right up the middle. Good blocking up front by Stockton and our right guard. I just don't have his number. 63 is just on but good job right there up front by the Bulldogs.
So, second down and 3 for Sandpoint. 4:23 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 Bulldogs. Play action pass. Pettit looking. Pettit's going to try to run, and he's going to be thrown down. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and Jay's thinking this is a hold.
Definitely holding off that left side there. Looks like it's going to be Wyland Durrell. We called that. The Bulldogs are going to be put down here in second and real long here.
So for you Badger fans, 0-0 nearing the end of the first quarter. In case you're wondering who the Badgers are playing tonight, they're playing Connell. Do you know where that is? It's
Connell? Yeah, it's
Connell?
Just between Ritzville and Tri-Cities.
That's what I guessed on my talk show today. I think it's just off of 395. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think the state prison's there.
Well, let's hope the Badgers can escape. 0-0 is nearing the end of the first quarter. Bonners Ferry at Connell, unable to bring you that game play-by-play tonight, but we'll bring you updates as they're made available. 7-0 Bulldogs here, third down and 13. It's going to be a quarterback keeper And it's going to be a short gain, about up to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down and just about 10.
Yeah, looks like Parker Pettit again, just a quarterback draw. He's able to kind of get up the field, but just not a whole lot of room there. As again, most defense key on Parker Pettit, and that time he's able to get 4 yards and make it a manageable third here at 9 maybe. So
The
we'll see what the Bulldogs have.
The ball is at Homedale's 41-yard line. So to see if the Bulldogs can keep this drive alive. We're down to just about 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. See what play has come in for the Bulldogs. Pettit clapping his hands, takes the snap, and it's blown dead before it can go anywhere.
Got a timeout here.
So timeout called by Homedale. We'll keep it. We'll keep it right here. We'll tell you that there is 2 minutes, 59 seconds to play in this homecoming game for the Sandpoint Bulldogs, and it is Sandpoint 7 and Homedale nothing. A big third down and 9 coming up for the Bulldogs, and this scoring update is being brought to you by Sun Rental, proud supporters of the Bulldogs since 1979. They rent everything under the sun at Sun Rental.
Yeah, long-time supporters there at Sun Rental, the Pagano family. Just you can always count on them to be a sponsor of Bulldog Sports. They've done a great job over the years.
That is for sure. Got an update that Badger Charles Hensley intercepted a pass, and the Bonners Ferry Badgers have the ball back. See if they can get a score in before the end of the first quarter. The Bulldog offense still out there talking about it. Coach Thielbar.
Third down 9, a big play here for the Sandpoint Bulldogs. You know, it's almost 2 down territory as they're on their side of the field, and we'll see what Coach Thielbar dials up here for this Bulldog football team.
So 3rd and 9 at the 41. Pettit rolling to his left, has plenty of time, throws, and it is caught off to the far side down to the 28-yard line, and a Bulldog first down.
Boy, great throw and a great catcher by Hunter Garcia on that route. 13 yards and a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, it is so tough, Jay, as you know, a former quarterback, to be rolling to your left and turn and throw as a right-hander, and Parker Pettit did a great job, showed his athleticism, and Garcia hauling it in. Big play for the Bulldogs, 1st and 10 at the Homedale 28-yard line. Again, Pettit, one man in his backfield. He's got receivers. Well, the receiver goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to the right side, and then gain of about 2, maybe 3 for Joseph Hughes once again. So Hughes getting a little more action this week.
Boy, you know, Brewster came out that first game against Alta, went over 100 yards. Didn't get too many touches against Coeur d'Alene. He ended up only getting about eight opportunities. But, boy, Hughes runs low, runs hard. He's got that low pad level, and he really is a bruising runner. And so nice to see him off to a good start tonight.
So Hughes goes out, and Brewster comes in here on 2nd down and 7. It's going to be a pass, and it's caught off to the right side by Brewster. He's pushed out of bounds, but not until he gets down to about the 12-yard line, and another Bulldog first down.
Boy, yeah, another nice little just get the running back out in the flat, Bob, and he's able to make a great catch and turn it upfield and pick up, I'm looking like 14 yards on that pass.
And a sidearm pass that time from Pettit. You know, you owe a lot of this type of thing to Patrick Mahomes. He came into the NFL and just got so creative on different ways to throw the ball under different pressures. And that time, Pettit looking a lot like Mahomes there and completing yet another pass. 1st and 10, Brewster right side, nothing happening there. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, trying to run out right behind the right guard in the center, and just nothing happening. For Brewster, he's just stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Inside of 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter, 7-0 Bulldogs. Bulldogs trying to go 2 for 2 on their drives here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Now Pettit will take it over center. One man goes in motion. It's a handoff up the gut. Wes Benefield in. He's typically the leader of the defense on the linebacker. He comes in as a fullback and picks up about 5. So it'll be 3rd and 5 down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, again, just he's a strong runner. He was
Oh,
a
yeah.
running back in the elementary days, Bob.
Yeah.
And boy, he just runs hard. He's a quick, fast kid, and it's good to see him get some touches here tonight.
Yeah, big, strong kid. It's kind of what you want in the fullback down here in the trenches, and it's going to be Benefield again. Left side, touchdown. Wes Benefield gets in the game, gets in the end zone, and it's 13-0 Bulldogs.
Boy, another just Bulldogs going to the wing tee and just going off that left side behind Stockton and Carson Laybourne, and finds a nice seam. And boy, little misdirection there. You got Max Frank coming in motion, Bob, and then they just hand it back on that little trap play, and boy, he just rumbles in there. Really, again, really not touched. As he rumbles into the end zone, and the Bulldogs out to a good start.
And they, for Homedale, they see a kid that they didn't see in any film. That's the first time Wes has come in on offense this year. So the Bulldogs going for the PAT. Snap is down. The kick is up. It's perfect. And the Bulldogs lead it 14-0. 1 minute, 9 seconds to go in the opening quarter. We'll be back with the ensuing kickoff after this 60-second timeout.
School is back in session, and the folks at the Dairy Depot want to remind you to drive carefully around the school zone. And make the Dairy Depot your one-stop shop for your game day snack, beer, and pop. On the Dover Highway in Sandpoint, the Dairy Depot.
Cancer screening can save your life. Begin cervical screening at age 25. At 45, colorectal and breast screening. At 50, discuss lung screening with a doctor. Find resources for free and low-cost screening at cancer.org/getscreened. This is a public service message from the American Cancer Society.
Hey, Bulldog fans, this is Toby McLaughlin,
And Lisa Moline.
SHS grads and partners at Sandpoint Law.
Lisa
We are a
Moline.
full-service law firm providing legal services in the areas of civil litigation, real estate,
Cousin.
probate, wills and
Sally's
trusts,
cousin.
business formation, contracts,
Who isn't?
employment, personal injury.
At Sandpoint Law, we
anymore in
carefully
this
listen to our clients and then
Unless
look
you're
for
from California, you
cost-effective,
don't really
practical
need it.
solutions that meet their long-term objectives.
I've got relatives
Law
here,
firm, and we are
in-law
proud to
relatives.
sponsor Bulldog Football Radio.
Go Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs have been going so far here on KSBT, KBFI, and Rock 103. Ensuing kickoff coming down, taking it about the 3-yard line. Return off to the right side across the 10, 15, up to the 20, and that's going to be about it. Maybe the 22-yard line for the visiting Homedale Trojans. 1 minute to go in the opening quarter here in Sandpoint. 14-0 Bulldogs on homecoming. Of course, the Bonners Ferry Badgers are not at home. They are down in Connell, and from what we are understanding, it is a 0-0 at about the St. Junctioners game heading towards the end of the opening quarter.
Yeah, the Bulldogs offense off to a hot start, Bob, and boy, just taking the ball right down the field and come up with some big plays. Hunter Garcia really starting to be a factor in this passing game, and then this defense was able to get off the field after getting about 1 first down.
Homedale takes it's a quarterback keeper. It's going to be a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards on the first down carry.
Yeah, Jackson Dines on that carry. Just another quarterback keeper off to the right side. Picks up 4, gets out to the 24-yard line. Homedale here looking at a 2nd down and 6.
Down to 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Quarterback takes the snap. This time he's going to run to his right side and looking for a block. Doesn't get it. Maybe a yard, 2 yards off to the right side. It'll be 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, he's going to get across the 30-yard line out towards the 32. We're going to give him about 3 yards. It's going to make it a 3rd down and 3.
Don't know if we're going to get this play off. We're down to 11 seconds. Might get it off. Homecoming capacity crowd on their feet. And, Jay, they're just going to let it run out. And that's going to be it, the end of your opening quarter. It is Sandpoint 14, the Homedale Trojans nothing. A great opening quarter for this homecoming crowd. And we'll be back with Bulldog football here on KSBT, KBFI, and Rock 103 right after this 60-second timeout.
Sandpoint Superdrug is conveniently open 7 days a week with all the essentials you need. Stop by their pharmacy, immune support area, nutrition center, or shop for household and hardware items. You can always call ahead to order your prescriptions online. They have in-store pickup, free in-town delivery, and curbside pickup. In their expanded hardware department, you'll find the things that you need for all of your home projects. Ask about their contractor discounts. Sandpoint Superdrug is here to help. Located on 5th Avenue in Sandpoint.
Ting wants you to have amazing internet for less. With support from the federal ACP program, we're offering qualified households a $30 discount on their internet bill. That means you'll pay just $9 a month with no contract for our Home Fiber 50 package. Lightning-fast fiber internet that's perfect for streaming and gaming. Now available at an incredibly low price. See if you qualify for this offer by visiting tinginternet.com/ACP offer. That's tinginternet.com/ACP offer.
Third and 3 for Homedale. They go to the air, and it is broken up, incomplete, and it'll be a 4th and 3. Homedale receiver looking for interference. There was none, hence no flag, and it's going to be 4th down.
Boy, great coverage there by Kobe Barlow. Again, just right in his hip pocket. The ball a little bit underthrown, but again, does a great job of just staying, not touching the receiver, gets his hands up and breaks up the completion. And boy, Homedale here forced to punt again here on 4th and 3. Bulldogs going to get great field position again.
Punter, oh my goodness, a great kick. It's high and it's long and it's taken all the way back to the 20, and that's where the Bulldogs will down it right there. The fair catch by Sandpoint's Joe Bohannick, and Bulldogs 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Report from the Bonners Ferry game down at Connell, and it is 0-0 after 1 quarter.
Yeah, 48-yard punt. Boy, nice little spiral. He got that one to turn over, Bob, and boy, he really boomed it down there. Good job there by Bohannick, just calling for the fair catch, and he fields it there just outside the 20 at the 22-yard line here for the Bulldogs. They start their 3rd possession, see if they can't keep it rolling here offensively.
Well, Bulldog, offense has come down the field twice and put up points both times. And here we go, Pettit. Empty backfield, obviously going to set up a screen pass, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Ari Vandenberg. And, gee, that play had a lot of potential had it pass been on the numbers.
Yeah, he's actually trying to hit it to Brewster out of the backfield there, just kind of setting up a little bubble screen there. Again, the running back out into the flat there, and he just overshoots him as, looking for that offensive line to get out there and do some blocks. And Homedale had that one pretty much snuffed out, though, right from the get-go, Bob.
2nd and 10. The Bulldogs at their own 22-yard line. Taking an extra few seconds to get the play called in. And finally, number 9, Parker Pettit, senior, gets the play. He's over center once again, which we've seen several times this year. He will hand it to the right side, across the 25, and picking up a Bulldog 1st down, and stepped out of bounds, but not until he got up to about the 35-yard line, and a Bulldog 1st down.
Boy, yeah, good job right there. Again, hitting Max Frank there on kind of like a little fly sweep there. And Parker hands it off to him this time, and he's able to turn the corner. Good blocking out to the right side, by a couple receivers, and at the right side of the offensive line, Austin Smith. And he's able to pick up, it looked like 12 yards, but they're going to have it looks like they have a penalty here on the play.
Bringing it all back. It's going to set the Bulldogs back. Instead of 1st down at about the 35, it's going to be pulled back all the way to the 10-yard, almost 11-yard line.
Boy, yeah, didn't see that at all. But boy, unfortunate break here for the Bulldogs, and it's their 3rd penalty already of this game.
So it'll be 2nd down and 25 at that point. Ball resting at the 12-yard line. 11:35 to go. Just underway in the 2nd quarter. 14-0 Bulldogs. Pettit out of the shotgun. Looking to his right. Throwing. And it is through the arms of the intended receiver and incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 25.
Boy, yeah, pretty well thrown ball there. A ball that just went right through. It looks like Connor Hinberg's hand as he tried to cradle, and you got to catch that ball. It had been a 12 or 13-yard gain. Now the Bulldogs in a precarious spot here in 3rd down, or make that 2nd down, and that's 3rd down and 21. Down. Yeah, but you got to catch that ball.
So Big task for the Bulldogs here. The ball all the way back at their own 11-yard line. Pettit's got a low snap, but he handles it. Looking to his right again. Throws, and it is completed at a 35 up to the 40, 45, almost to midfield of the Sandpoint Bulldogs. And a first down, Cody Brewster on the reception.
Boy, good job right there by Cody Brewster. He's single back, and he's got trips to the right, and he's the inside receiver, and he's able to just cruise down and beat his defender down the middle and picks up a huge gain on that play from the 10. So that's what, 10. Boy, 34 yards, I believe, Bob, on that to make it 34 yards on that pass and catch by Brewster.
So the ball up to the Bulldog 49-yard line, just about midfield. Pettit standing at about his own 44, takes the snap, hands it off to Brewster right side, looking for a block, doesn't get it. It is hit right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nothing happened there for Brewster. He might have got maybe half a yard. We'll give it one, but boy, it just seemed to take a little bit too long for him to get to that right side there, Bob. Just couldn't sustain those blocks long enough.
So, yeah, we'll give him that yard. Fine with me. Second down and 9. Ball right at midfield. Again, looking at the sidelines for the play. Pettit's got it. Parker clapping his hands as he always does. Takes a snap, rolls to his left, turns to his right, throws deep down the sideline. It's wobbling, and it is caught.
He's in bounds, too. Well, he had his foot in. That looks like a good catch there.
Are they calling him out of bounds?
They are. Him out of bounds. Well, boy, man, that looked like he had his heel back on the sideline as he caught that ball.
That's one of those, if we had the benefit of the replay, I would pretty much guarantee that would go down as a catch.
Yeah, Pettit just led him a little bit too far to the outside, but again, a good catch there by Garcia. And looked like he had 2 feet in the heels, but maybe his rear end touchdown first. But,
could be.
Boy, tough break there for the Bulldogs.
Third down and 9. The ball right at midfield. So another big third down play for the Bulldogs. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pettit takes the snap, looks to his right, looking. He's got time. Now he doesn't have time, and he's actually sacked by number 21 into the backfield. It looked like he had good protection. One man broke free, and that is Trenton Fisher came in and made the tackle. And for the first time tonight, Jay, Bulldogs are going to have to punt.
Oh, yeah, he had a receiver open early. Vandenberg got to the right side, just a little 5-yard out, and he just kind of looked him off. And, you got to take what the defense gives you. And that time, Pettit just holds on too long, and the defense was right there to make a tackle for a 6-yard loss.
Grove standing back at the 31-yard line. Great kick. Off to the right side. It takes a Bulldog bounce down inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line where it is down, and it doesn't get any better than that. Jacob Gove with a perfect punt.
Yeah, boy, that's a nice punt there by Jacob Gove, who handles both the kicking duties, the PATs, the kickoffs, and the punting here, and that was a great punt there by Jacob Gove. And, boy, Homedale's got a long ways to go here to get on track offensively.
So haven't gotten a report from Bonners Ferry in a few minutes, but we do know nothing at the end of the first quarter. As things happen down there at Cannell, we will pass them along to you, and we're glad you're sticking with us here on the KBFI side of this broadcast. As it is Homedale, first down and 10 at their own 5-yard line. They run it right off left tackle and maybe a yard.
I think he's going to lose a yard. Yeah, Homedale all on tight there, just power formation, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage here at the 5-yard line. Yeah. Great job there by the Bulldog D.
So it'll be second down and 10 at their own 5-yard line. Dangerous territory for the Homedale Trojans. They got their play called in now. The quarterback in the shotgun standing right at his own goal line. Now he's going to roll to his right. He throws it. It's completed. It's going to be a first down and more up to about the 20-yard line. Maybe 19 is where they'll finally get him down. So Homedale does a good job of getting out of that hole and giving themselves a little breathing room. They mark it right at the 20.
Yeah, 15 yards on just a little a little flat pattern there by the running back again. He's able to catch it and outruns the Bulldog defender who was just caught a little bit out of position, Bob, and allows Homedale to get out of their own end zone.
Bulldogs lead it 14-0. Their first two opening drives of the first quarter, both in for touchdowns. 8 minutes to go here now in the second quarter. It is still 0-0 Bonners Ferry and Cannell game. Quarterback rolling to his left. He's hit and dropped after a short gain, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, Jackson Dines, the quarterback. He's kind of the engine of this football team, and he's a returning starter, and he's able to kind of pick his way, pick up looks like 3 yards on that first down carry.
Jackson Dines, number 15 on your radio dial. So this team, Coach Knowles said they like to run, and boy, is that true. Just one pass?
One pass. It was a big one, too. Got the Bulldogs off guard there a little bit.
So second down and 7 at their own 23-yard line. Play action pass, right as we say that. Pass going down the left side, and it's completed at midfield down to the 45, 44-yard line into Bulldog territory. A big second down for the Trojans.
Well, yeah, just a nice little play action fake, kind of frees the linebackers, and he's able to get it down the field to number 11. Boy, number 11, Oakland Carson there. A perfectly thrown football there by Jackson Dines. And, boy, they pick up 10, 20, 30, 40 yards on that completion and first down.
Yeah, mark it at the Bulldog 40-yard line. 7:12 to go in before halftime, and it's homecoming, so it's going to be an extended halftime. Quarterback rolling to his right has a man wide open and completed down to the 23-yard line, and another Homedale first down.
Boy, again, wide open receiver just down as they fake a handoff again, frees the linebacker, and number 3 there, he comes wide open. Danny Lamel, wide open down the field for another big gain. 12 yards on that completion.
So clock down to just about 7 minutes. Bulldogs trying to keep the Homedale scoreless before the half. It's 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 28-yard line. As right as Jay, we were talking about how much they like to run. They've gone to the air exclusively since that point. This time they keep it on the ground to the left. And Bulldogs on a 69-yard pass from Parker Pettit to Max Frank, and the Bulldogs looking like they might tie up the game on the other side. 2 plays later, boom, it's 27.
Yeah, you get the big old roughing the passer penalty, and the Bulldogs defense forces a turnover, and then they go right to the wheelhouse to Max Frank, who works his way all the way from the far side of the field across the field, and boy, beautiful ball thrown there by Parker Pettit, and Max Frank does a great job of catching it, and then turns up the sideline again and gets it in the end zone.
And the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, what a turn of events for the homecoming crowd. And this is a capacity homecoming crowd. It's standing room only here at Barlow Stadium, and it's Sandpoint 21, Homedale 7. And we'll be back with your ensuing kickoff and an update from Bonners Ferry update about Bonners Ferry right after this 60-second timeout.
Using internet for less. With support from the federal ACP program, we're offering qualified households a $30 discount on their internet bill. That means you'll pay just $9 a month with no contract for our home fiber 50 package. Lightning fast fiber internet that's perfect for streaming and gaming. Now available at an incredibly low price. See if you qualify for this offer by visiting tinginternet.com/ACP offer. That's tinginternet.com/ACP offer.
Selkirk Press, your hometown printer since 1924.
Oh, how was your trip to Anaheim?
Oh, it's good.
It's good. They offer in-house graphic design.
Did you like the school?
Oh, yeah.
Laminating, coil binding, mailing
He's at Whitworth last weekend.
Pickup and delivery. That means faster
Then you go to
service and
Linfield here.
convenience for you.
Oh.
Any order, large or small. Selkirk
here in the
Press
next
will
couple
make
weeks,
you
we'll
look good on paper. Selkirk Press, 1714 Industrial Drive by Sandpoint Airport, helping you stand out with custom in-house printing and design.
And the ensuing kickoff after the big Sandpoint touchdown, and it is taken and run down to about the 18, 19-yard line, and that's going to be it. And, Jay, what a huge shift in the momentum of this game and just the feel in the stadium where it looked like Homedale might come down and tie up the game. Instead, Bulldogs recover a fumble and a big, long pass and to Max Frank, and it's 21-7 Sandpoint.
No, it's unbelievable when you get to the point where you got, you look like you just got a terrible break on the rough and the passer. But, the best thing to do is when they turn the ball over, you go right after it, and they went right for the juggler there and got a big completion and a touchdown for 69 yards.
And there's a personal foul, a chop block against Homedale. So when it rains, it pours. So after a great kickoff by Gove and great coverage by the Bulldogs, and then they push them back even further. And they'll be deep in their own territory back at about the 10-yard line to begin this drive. 9:19 to go, third quarter. Bulldog defense, a little spring in their step now after giving up those 2 penalties on the last Homedale drive.
Haven't had too many takeaways, and that's a good one to get there. So.
And first down, the handoff off to the right side, and a gain of about 5. It'll be second down and 5. In case you're just joining us, Homedale started this game by keeping it primarily on the ground for most of the first quarter. Opened it up a bit in the second quarter, and that's when they picked up their touchdown. But the huge pass play just moments ago from Pettit to Frank and the Bulldogs, now up 21-7. It's going to be a handoff to the right side again, trying to get to the outside. Gains a handful, still going to be short of the first down. It'll be third and a couple.
Yeah, let's give him 3 yards. Bulldogs had that pretty sneaky one to go off that right side. Bulldogs snuff it out, make him bounce it to the outside, and the Bulldogs do a good job getting out blocks and then rallying around that football and stopping 2 yards short there, Bob. Third down and 2, big play here for the Homedale Trojans.
3rd and 2 at their own 18-yard line. A big play, as Jay said, for the Trojans. Also another big play for the Bulldog defense. And Homedale taking their time, finally get the signals called in from the sidelines, and here we go. 3rd down and 2 at their 18. Dines takes the snap. He hands it off. They've got the first down by about a yard.
Oh, boy, it's going to be close, isn't it?
Well, it depends on the spot, of course, but where the referee is standing, they gave him that yard. Needed 2, got 3. 1st and 10, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. I'm getting a report that the Badgers, who lead it 8-6 at Cannell, are now driving. They are inside the 20-yard line, so trying to pass along those reports as often as I can. Dines back to pass here. He's got a man open. He completes it and falls down right at the 30. That should be about a yard short of the first down. It'll be second down at that point.
Yeah, again, beating Shane Sherrill off the corner there. Just a little out pattern. Shane Sherrill kind of bites on that play fake and then allows the receiver to get out behind him. The ball underthrown, but he was wide open. If that ball's let out in front of him, that could have been a big play for the Trojans.
Yeah. Bulldogs fortunate that the pass was a little bit short, and the receiver actually did a good job to stop and make the catch. Dines rolling to his right, goes to the air again. It's completed out of the backfield. First down up to 35-40, out of bounds, close to the 45-yard line. In fact, that's right where they will mark it, at the 45-yard line. There is a Trojan player down on the field right about that spot, and take off his helmet, and the closest medic person is a Bulldog trainer, and she's out there right away to take a look and see what's going on.
Yeah, again, just the Bulldogs being a pretty aggressive defensively, and the Trojans see that. And as the pressure comes up, they allow that running back to get out of the backfield there on this little swing motion to this near side, Bob, and just an easy pitch and catch, and down the field for 15 yards.
So 7:01 to go in the third quarter. It is Sandpoint 21, Homedale 7. The scoring update brought to you by Northwest Auto Body and Towing, with 2 locations to serve you in Sandpoint, one in Sandpoint and one in Ponderay. Since 1976, providing quality repairs throughout North Idaho, Northwest Auto Body. Badgers kick a field goal. Blake Rice kicks a 20-yard field goal. They lead Cannell 11-6 with about 6 minutes left in the third quarter down there. Again, we had every plan to broadcast that game for you tonight, but not everything's under our control. As Jay knows, we hit the road.
Yes.
You never know in high school football. So first down and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Dines takes the snap, keeps it to the left side. He's got running room across midfield. He's was at the 45, cuts back now at the 40 into Bulldog territory, and a nice tackle there by a Bulldog, but not until Dines and his Trojans pick up a first down.
13 yards on that carry for Dines.
Graham Dunkel in on the tackle for Sandpoint, but it moves the chains again.
Yeah, you just lose containment on that outside. The Bulldogs, the defensive end, just loses containment and allows Dines to get outside, and he works his way back across the field.
Dines takes the snap, hands it off to number 25, who's got nothing doing there. Wes Benefield right there to meet him and throw him down. And that Benefield is one and a strong kid.
He's a strong boy. He's got 2 yards there going off to the left side there.
It'll be second down and 8. The ball at the 40-yard line. It's a pretty generous spot.
I thought so too.
I didn't think he gained anything. Anyway, as it is, second down and 8. Dines rolling to his left, looking, throwing, has a man wide open at the 30-yard line. He's got it and out of bounds. So, again, Homedale moving the chains.
Yeah, just a little bit too much cushion out there. You got to be able to break on the ball when he comes out of his break at the on that little out pattern. You got to really just come at it and fly hard at it. And he just look at, I think it's Forrest Ambridge, and he's just a little slow and allows that ball to be completed there. Jackson Dines right now, 8 for 8 for 117 yards in the air.
5:35 to go in the third quarter. 21-7 Bulldogs. Dines rolling to his right, looking, throwing. He's got a man, and he's had it momentarily, and the ball is loose. It depends on whether they're going to call it
Bulldog
a fumble,
ball.
And they do call it a fumble, and Sandpoint has recovered. I was pausing for a moment because I didn't know if he had actually had possession, but the referee did not hesitate, just made the call that it was a catch and a fumble. Bulldogs recovered. There's also holding on Homedale. That will be declined, obviously. And the Bulldog defense, 2 possessions in a row, come away with a turnover.
Boy, that's huge play there by the Bulldog defense again. The ball, the great job there by the receiver from Homedale. Great throw by Dines to the receiver, but he gets caught, and the ball still didn't quite get able to put it away, and the Bulldog gets his big paw on there and is able to rip it away.
Bulldogs have it at their own 15-yard line. First and 10 and a 14-point lead. Pettit has the handoff. Brewster to the right side. He's got some running room across the 30. It cuts back at the 35 to about the 41-yard line, and a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, boy, nice. Got a flag on the play again.
So wait and see what that is when it was thrown in the backfield. It's usually against the offense. They are looking to the Homedale sideline to see what they would like to do, apparently. So that's unfortunate. It negates a big run.
Yeah, it looked like we had holding on a wide receiver to the outside, Ryder Haynes possibly. Maybe Garcia, but boy, unfortunate break, but they're still going to get the maximum spot, spot foul, right? So the ball Bulldog should still get the ball with some, first down gain of, it's just going to erase it.